Hello, guys, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Grammar with Sri. I'm Srihari from Genesis Training, and let's see what we have in store for you today. Active and passive voice. Active and passive voice is something that we studied in school, but we kind of leave it there. So, the whole point of an active speech and a reported speech is something that we need to work on. So, let's see what's up first. That's active voice. So, what is an active voice? When using the active voice, the subjects are the ones performing the action. So, if you remember back to the lessons when we studied in subject-verb agreement, the subject is the first person, then we have the verb, that is the action that is being performed on the object. So, here, usually when you say the active voice, here the subject or the first person here is the one that's usually performing the action. So, let's see a couple of examples here that will make it easy for you to understand. So, God loves all men. Birds build nests. Dog eats bones. So, God, birds, and dog here are the subjects here. And object of these sentences are men, nests, and bones. So, what are the verbs here? So, the verb is love, build, and eat. So, all of this in these sentences, the subject here is the one that's usually performing the action. So, if this is active voice, what is a passive voice? So, in the passive voice, the verb takes an object. So, the example here again will make it easy for you to understand. So, all men are loved by God. Nests are built by birds. Bones are eaten by dog. So here in the passive voice, the object or the action being performed on becomes the first part of the sentence and the subject goes to the last. So sentence changes to all men are loved by God. Nests are built by birds. Bones are eaten by dog. So here the object becomes the subject and the verb is performed on it through the subject, which comes in the end. So the emphasis goes to the object more than the subject here. So that's passive voice. So the second phase of any passive and active voice, which is utilized in most of your verbal sections, is converting it. So converting active to passive voice. There are certain things that you need to keep in mind, such as first move the object in the active voice to the subject position. Use the appropriate verb, that is, am, are, was, were, has been, have been, shall be, and will be. So these are just different tenses of the same being. So that is be. So whatever that is being implemented here changes according to what tense the sentence is being written in. So certain examples here, the comparison for you to understand between active and passive voices. Columbus discovered America. America was discovered by Columbus. Similarly, who did this work? By whom was this work done? Open the window. Let the window be opened. He is writing a letter. A letter is written by him. The work will be finished by me. I will finish the work. Somebody cleaned the room yesterday. The room was cleaned yesterday. So let us look at the first and last example here. The first example is Columbus discovered America. America was discovered by Columbus. So in the active voice, Columbus is the subject, discovery is the verb, and America is the object. So when it was converted into the passive voice, America, the object, takes the position of the subject here, was discovered, because discovered itself is in the past tense. So was discovered. So the appropriate preposition to the verb is used here. And according to that, the subject takes the place of the object. So America was discovered by Columbus. Now let's come to the last example. Somebody cleaned the room yesterday. So somebody becomes the subject here. The action is cleaning the room, cleaning. And when was it done? It was done yesterday. And where was it done? In the room. So here it's a compound object here. So the room and yesterday becomes a compound object. So that becomes a compound subject when it is converted. So similarly, what was cleaned? The room. When was it cleaned? Yesterday. By whom? Not necessary when you mention in the active voice. The room was cleaned yesterday. Who cleaned it doesn't come into the picture, since somebody here is a pronoun. So a pronoun need not be mentioned when you are using in the active voice. So guys, now I want you all to go on and take a quick test on what on recognizing what active voices and what passive voices, and how to convert your active voice into passive voice. Once you're done with that, we'll come back and see a lot more of what active and passive voice holds in its store for you. Thank you.